You're probably thinking that I'm praying so much. I'm asking Allah for so much, but I haven't received a response yet. I know exactly what kind of thoughts you're having. So, remember, just as you keep track of every aspect of your life, Allah also keeps account of every prostration and every prayer of His servants. He doesn't forget a prayer made with a single tear. So how could He forget you? Do you know why difficulties and hardships come to life in the end? Listen, the sorrows you experience, behind them lie significant reasons. No innocent person escapes trials. Remember, no one has ever passed through this world without facing difficulty. In reality, the arrival of challenges and sorrows is simply a test from Allah. Understand that nothing here happens suddenly. In this world, not a leaf stirs without Allah's will. In reality, what occurs is already known to Allah beforehand. Allah tells those with troubled hearts that they will indeed face hardships, but they will be rooted out with ease, so you don't grieve over the things that slip away from you or are snatched away. Something you thought was an opportunity slipped away. Wealth that was within your grasp vanished. Something you cherished greatly left your hands. Listen, my friend, Allah Himself says in the Quran, "Whatever comes to you of good is from Allah, but whatever comes to you of evil, O man, is from yourself. So never grieve over what has passed from your hands. For if you grieve, it implies a lack of trust in Allah. Allah states that He writes your destiny and fate according to your desires. And if you think why difficulties always seem to be with you, remember that the expiration date of hardships in life always comes. Sorrow does not remain constant. It's merely a test for you. The duration of this test varies for different people. Some experience it for a shorter time, while for others, it lasts a bit longer. However, the one who endures the greatest trial also receives the greatest reward. At times, as humans, we cannot fathom the wisdom behind delays, but know that Allah never does you harm. Understand that the signs of Allah's satisfaction are not easily recognizable. Sometimes, we cannot grasp the greater benefit behind certain situations. Always remember that Allah never does you harm. You may be seeking to discover the specific indication of Allah's pleasure, which signifies whether our prayers are accepted or not. Firstly, always keep in mind that when Allah is not pleased with a person, He distances that person from Himself and causes unrest in their heart. Realize that Allah holds a special place for those who remember Him with tears. Do you know that Allah responds immediately to the call of a person who, in times of distress, seeks Him with intense fervor, patiently awaiting His mercy? In the depths of sorrow, He answers the seeker's plea. The tears shed in the night of tahajjud, voluntary night prayers, bring forth a prostration that swiftly carries glad tidings of acceptance from the Lord. Another sign of Allah's satisfaction with your supplications is the tranquility that settles upon you during acts of worship. Listen, write down this point today, so you never forget that every hardship that befalls a person is merely a test presented by Allah. It's an examination of your patience and your faith. This test is a formidable task. People often succumb to panic, become distressed, but understand this. It's merely a test, a trial of your patience and faith. Reflect on this. The more diligently you pass this test, the greater the rewards bestowed upon you. Contemplate, Allah forbid. He is not a merciless foe who will forever deprive you. If he has chosen you for a trial, then consider how this adversity has brought you closer to Allah. You know, Allah's proximity is a potent force that not only blesses you in this world, but also shapes your hereafter. What a beautiful sentiment it is to beseech this Lord. He yearns to witness his servant in this state of supplication. This very sentiment is what he desires to observe in his creation, in you. Do you know when Allah accepts prayers? When you place the reins of your life's horse in Allah's hands, and without creating any fear, silently ride the horse of destiny. You have informed Allah where you want to go, so now you don't need to worry about how to get there. Don't be troubled. Allah knows what to do and how to do it. Just close your eyes and go in the direction he's taking you. He knows what else you need. Trust that whatever will happen will be the best, because when your eyes open, you will be exactly where you wanted to go or where you were meant to be. Allah plans the future of his beloved servants himself, because you don't yet know how much harm your own planning might cause you in the future. Remember, Allah is always your safe zone. He paves continuous paths for your betterment, even paths that your imagination can't fathom. You are in a lot of pain right now, in great distress, but remember that no prayer goes unanswered by Allah. No tear is wasted by him, and no longing heart is left deprived. Inshallah, you will soon witness miracles you never even conceived in your life. Inshallah, that Lord will shape the story of your life so beautifully that you will remember my words with tears of happiness. If the video is helpful for you, then subscribe to the channel